Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Now, YouTube is being extremely slow for some odd reason. I don't know why. Been trying to load for a little while now, and it's just been extremely slow for me. I'm not sure why. But good evening, I hope you're all well. We're back to Act 2 for 2 hours this evening with Genshin Impact. We're going to finish off the new story that came in the last update, and then if there's a new event, we'll have a look at that. If not, we will do some other missions we've still got waiting. So tonight, story orientated as much as possible, and focus on that as much as we can. Thank you to those that have watched the Dirt 5 trophy from this afternoon. Myself and Wolverine thoroughly enjoyed creating the series and getting the platinum. It was Wolverine's first ever platinum ever. I know ever twice, but yeah, first ever platinum. He was overjoyed when he finally managed to do it. There is a look back and talk about what we thought of the game on Thursday. Thank you to those that have watched that. Yeah, one of those weird ones where I enjoyed the game, but I think if I'd done it on my own, I would have got bored. But I will talk about that in the video on Thursday. It was a weird one. You know, we had a brilliant time doing it together. But I think if it was just me on my own, I don't think the series would have lasted as long as it did, to be fair. But that's going to happen on some things, I'm sure. I can see someone's in chat, bear with me. I can't see chat while I'm filming the YouTube side, and YouTube is still being extremely slow. Tonight's stream is going to be an interesting one. My back hasn't stopped spasming since this morning stream, so I'm struggling a little bit. Trying to stick to the schedule. I should be alright, I just might need to move around a little bit more than normal. So if you start hearing me moving, I apologise. Normally I can get away with it, and I don't think you guys notice, but I may not have a choice tonight. This is our first of 2 live streams of Genshin Impact this week as well. We are live again Thursday morning for the bigger stream, which is when we'll focus on the resin and whatever else, bosses and upgrades and things like that. I want to do story focused on the 2-hour streams because they're only 2 hours. I think it's better to get enough story done as possible. I haven't been logging in on days that I've not been streaming it either, so I need to make sure I'm doing that a lot more than I am, to be fair. There won't be any advertising. I don't tweet when we do evening streams, so we're just going to crack on. Finally, YouTube is done. Brackley, good evening. How are you? It took me ages to get YouTube to do what I wanted it to do. I wonder if it's slow on my phone as well. About to find out. No, it's not. I don't know why it's causing me to be slow on the laptop, but there we go. Right, let's get in and see if anything's changed for this week, shall we? No live streams tomorrow. I've got appointments and I've got a load of stuff I need to get done. No worries, Brackley, no worries at all. Always nice to see you, though. Okay, but we'll have a quick check on things. Is there anything new? There is. Adventurer's Trials. Branch Master Cyrus and the Monster Adventure have prepared plenty of training challenges. Okay, event details. We did one of these. Now all the trials are open. So we did this one previously. These are worth a decent amount of Prima Gems. So we will be doing that very soon. Yeah, we will definitely be doing that very soon. Okay, nothing else new there. Prima Gems, we are sitting at 641. We need about 600 more Prima Gems to get anything else. I don't think we'll have enough this evening. You never know though, we might get quite close. Right, login rewards as well. Battle Pass is upgraded because of the event. Interesting. May get close. So the first thing I wanted to do, I was going to do story first. Let's do the event first. Because I think the event's probably quite important to get done. I know we've got 12 days to do it, but I kind of want to get it done as soon as we can. I'm in 2 minds now. Story or event? Event. Always to get the event done when we have the chance to. So we did look at this previously, to be fair. So challenge 1, Boulder Run. Use the Ellen's elemental skill to move quickly and dodge giant pinballs. Pick adventure coins up to score points. Trial 2 is the Verdant Tsunami. Use Sayu's elemental skill to freeze the water surface and move quickly. Pick up adventure coins. And challenge 3, Thunderlit Battlefield. Using the Heaters and Kekking's normal attacks to trigger quicken, aggravate, or spread reactions in a short period of time to summon Thunderbolts that will defeat the enemies. The number of reactions triggered increases. The Thunderbolts may become Super Thunderbolts, increasing their damage. Let's have a look. I've been doing these, the first one we did of this, I did single player, and I'm going to do the same this time. I'm not overly worried about anyone else. Last time we did do it single player, just because I like single player. Okay. Got to dodge the pinballs, grab the coins, basically. Dodge the pinballs, grab the coins. Whoa. I see what it means by dodging pinballs now. Coming for me. No. Oh, I got hit. I don't know how many I need to collect in total. Although I think I've got all of them. More coming. Want the big one. There we go, the big one's important. I think if these hit these ground things, they might explode, I think. So we've got to be careful of those. So far so good though for coins.
Take it easy.
Just quick reflexes there, dodging as much as we can. Alright, there's another giant coin over here. Don't disappear yet. I want the giant coin. Got the giant coin. Right. 86 in total so far. Obviously the giant coins are quite important to grab. We're going to get more coin bonuses for that. What are we up to? Not enough. Oh, I've been squashed. I'm running out of stamina, that's the problem. I'm hoping we score enough for maximum rewards, or at least enough for the Primogen rewards anyway. Lack of stamina is going to be an issue. Right, 162 so far.
Take it easy.
Ah, we can actually go in the air in this one. There's some air parts to do. Only if we get, I think, enough of those. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, that makes life a lot better. I'm running out of stamina though again. We've nearly got the amount needed, to be fair. Are we short? Oh, have they done it? Oh, I'm 3 short. That's annoying. Obviously, the quicker we do this, the more time we have on the next 2 challenges, to be fair. Challenge number 2. Cyril's elemental skill to freeze the water surface and move quickly. Pick up adventure coins to score points. So we've got to freeze the water, go and get the coins on the water as quickly as we can. Okay, this could be tricky. And we've got the time left over from the last challenge. See how we do, shall we? That didn't freeze. Why did that not freeze?
I'm out of here.
Oh, there we go. I'm guessing I'm not meant to just go across the water. Okay, that's weird. I've got 180 to do this one. Hold the elements to perform energy absorption. Right, okay, I think I know what to do. Energy absorption. And then we can cross the water. Okay, that's a weird elemental skill, but okay, it's going to take some getting used to. Absorbing it, let's go. That's going to take a bit of getting used to.
I'm out of here.
Let's absorb again. Yeah, this is definitely a different one to what we've done previously. I think we've only got a couple more to collect, to be fair. On this go round, anyway. Right, that's all the coins done there. And now we've got some more now. We need to recharge. So far, we're about halfway for this challenge so far. Time-wise, we've plenty of time. Depending, obviously, on the last challenge and how long that one's going to take. The last challenge, we've got to defeat enemies using Thunderbolts. from what it said. So depending on how long that takes, will depend on how much time we need. But this is a weird skill I've not seen before or used. I don't even know if we have this character, to be fair. Venture coins done. Okay, I think we have plenty of time this last one. So your Nahida's and Kekking's normal attacks to trigger quicken, aggravate or spread reactions in a short period of time to summon Thunderbolts. Okay, we're going to be changing character, trying to get the reactions to occur to defeat the enemies. How many enemies do we need to defeat? That's the question. Let's sit in her swing while she's waiting. Thing is, for me, I don't know how to use these characters, so I'm learning as I go with these guys.
Incoming.
You gonna attack? Did we get quickened? I wouldn't say we're defeating the enemies that easy at the minute. We've defeated 3 enemies so far.
I see everything.
And that works. Okay.
Make yourselves at home. Shadow.
So we're going to be releasing Thunderbolts. We've got 9 minutes to defeat these guys. I think we've got plenty of time, to be fair.
Everyone hold hands.
And then kick him.
Nowhere to hide.
We've only got 20 of the enemies to defeat. I think we're doing okay, to be fair.
Okay. Sharing my knowledge.
This could be quite an easy one. I thought this would be more difficult, but this one actually isn't too bad, it seems. There we go, sounds complete. Thanks for like, much appreciated. Good evening, gaming. How are you? Ragnarok is coming out at midnight, so you're staying up to play it on the school night. Oh, wow. I bet you don't stop all night, though, because once you get into it, you're going to be like, oh, I want to keep going. Depending, of course, how big the day one patch is. If the day one patch is massive, you may have to wait a few hours to be able to play, though, won't you? That's the thing. You're not sleeping. I feel sorry for your teachers, to be fair, gaming. I didn't know if I said it. If I didn't say it, thanks for the like, but that was much appreciated. Yeah, that's mad. I've gone with the days I'd do things like that now. I can't manage it. Okay, we've got challenge number 1 for sequential trial number 3. Zhao's plunging attack to send the elevated platforms back to the ground. Pick up adventure coins to score points. We've got smash and bash. And use Namaya's normal attacks at the enemies in a short period of time to tumble shockwaves. Let's go for it. You're going to feel absolutely knackered tomorrow. Yeah, you're going to be absolutely knackered. But if it's worth it, it's worth it. I obviously haven't done the first ones yet. Once we finish the Platinum for Gotham Knights, we'll be beginning our run-through of the trilogy of games, essentially. Okay, we've got to disappear. We're going to use plunging attacks. Smash over to generate adventure coins. Worthless. Oh, there we go. I see it. So platform now. This is definitely a different challenge. You've got to hit it in the middle, I think. No, there's my adventure coins. There we go. This one is a different challenge to the others, I think. Confusingly more difficult. Alright. Worthless. There's my adventure coins. I'm off the edge. Oh, there we go. Worthless. These challenges are quite simple, but some of them can be a bit finicky. Come on. There we go. That was after. 68 coins so far. It's not much, is it? We need 220 to pass this challenge in the time. I thought the time carried on, but it doesn't. So you just use the time for this one challenge, and there's 3 parts to each challenge by the looks of things. Oh wow, look at this. It's a bit different. Okay. Come on, I need the next one. Oh, I've actually got to break him a certain amount of times. I didn't realise that. I thought we just had to they'll do it automatically. It's actually breaking them each time. If I'd noticed that at the start, it would have been different, I think. And where we at? There we go, challenge complete. Good evening, Sim, how are you? You can join in co-op and let the other people do the event. I know, but I don't do co-op very often, so I'm not really doing co-op. I'm just selected to do each one individually. I'm not going to let other people have the fun. I want to do them. I don't want to have a go at myself. They're actually fairly easy though, aren't they? They're not too bad, this event. These are the events where you get easy Prima Gems, to be fair. Thanks for the likes, much appreciated over there, Ware. Yeah, these are easy Prima Gems.
Leave it all to me.
I do remember this one. We did this with Razor last time, I think. Yeah, Razor was the character we used last time for this.
No stone unturned.
I'm going to go to the side, this one over here, because that will do a whole line of them. There we go, that's what I wanted.
Time to clean up.
Oh, nice.
Steady as stone.
Move along the line, because there's other ones down here that will be quicker for us. That one there will destroy the whole line in one. Again, this one will do the whole line as well. Challenge complete. Good evening, Patrick. How are you? Fast and Furious. Okay, your Maya's normal attacks hit enemies in a short period of time to summon shockwaves to defeat the enemies. As the number of hits increases, the shockwaves will become super shockwaves. I don't remember using your Maya previously, so this could be interesting. It's quite nice using characters we don't use in these events, because you do learn a little bit about them. But it can be tricky to get used to. Okay, yeah, this is not going to be fun.
That didn't count.
Continuous normal attacks to get shockwave.
Time for a light show.
So they get defeated one. One's down. Where's my shockwave? There we go, shockwave incoming. So you got to do continuous attacks to get a shockwave to appear to take them out. There we go, another one down.
Fire hazard.
Move. Gone both to half. Where's my shockwave? There we go, that was my shockwave.
Here come the fireworks.
We only need 3 more out to be fair. Whoa, that's enough of them. Need to get out of the way of these two. They're both going to stand for me at the same time, aren't they? Right, we need one more.
Fuse is lit.
One more and then challenge is complete. There we go, challenge done. I like how they choose the big enemies for your masters, just miss the targets. It's a good point, to be fair. Did that one in 4 minutes. They're pretty quick, these events, and they're worth a decent amount of Prima Gems each, to be fair. We've got 2 more to do. Trial number 4, a close home run. Use Bailey's elemental skill to hit the balls for points. Okay. Super fast hat trick, knock the slimes into the vine goals. We did that previously, but these look higher. Using Jean's elemental skill. And Kazamato Ayaka's talent Kamisato Art Senho to quickly move across the water surface and pick adventure coins up to start. This will be interesting. So we start with a close home run. Baseball, I'd assume. We had soccer in the first one, or football, as I call it. Baseball for this one by the looks of things. This will be interesting. So I don't think we can cross the line. We've got to try and score points by using her. Oh, that didn't work. Oh wow, okay. This is going to be tricky. They're moving. I wasn't expecting them to be moving. Am I scoring any point? I've got to hit the balls. I don't have to score, I just need to hit the balls, don't I? Okay, this is going to be tricky. They move, that's the problem. Although that's free. It was when they were moving was really confusing me. I was like, oh, how am I going to get to those? I think we got a gold one there. 2 together. Oh, nice. It's actually not too bad in the end. It's the way it started had me worried for a second. All balls for double score. I think I got them all. I think I missed some there. I don't think I got the double. Those there. I think I got all those though. So far so good. Good evening, Earl. How are you? Going well, thank you. I say well. It's going okay. I've been trying not to overthink next Friday, which is when we're having the injections. I'm kind of worrying myself about it when I shouldn't really. Quite a nice relaxed event though. I do like the relaxed events when you don't have to worry too much. We need one. We needed one. Your job didn't pan out. Oh, that's not good. You're looking for another job? I'm not a chemist. I took a fine degree of chemistry. Oh, really? Oh, sorry to hear it didn't work out though well. Hopefully you find something soon. Thanks for the like, brother. Much appreciated. Super fast hat-trick. We got to knock the slimes into the goal. This time the goal's higher up than the football one we did. You couldn't comprehend it. The thing is, not all jobs are going to be for you, are they? You've got to find something you want to do and you enjoy. Okay, a little bit too far out. Can I still knock them in? Oh, they're coming towards me. How did you not go in the goal? Come over here. Come on, Slimes, you need to come towards me. Okay. I don't think I can pull... They're not going to go in from here, are they? Ah, there we go. Ah, okay. Figured it out. Where's my other... Oh, they're over here now. I didn't see these ones over here. So wait for them to be in the air. And then fire them. Oh, nicely done. There's my next ones. Can we get the big one in? Oh, nicely done. I do like these nice cool events, so you just have to just chill out, relax, and do them that way. We 3 in 1. No, the blocker was in the way there. Got a big one. I need to pull these guys out. Nearly. The blocker kind of stopped them going in there. How are you not going in? Doing that time. Right, what we got? I haven't actually looked at aiming. I didn't realise we could actually aim the slimes. Oh, that makes life a bit different. I didn't know we could aim. One went in, I think, there. Now I know I can aim the slimes, it's not too bad. Come on, slimes. Towards me. Thank you. Oh, how did you miss? I only need 3 more, and then this one's done. I'm going to go for a different one. Let's go for the big guy over here. Nice. Challenge complete. Thank you for like, much appreciated, whatever that was. That's where you get to use characters you may not have are the best. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Using characters that I've no clue what their skills are is actually quite a good learning curve. You've burned all your bridges in this city. You're going to have to go to Boys for more opportunities, bigger city. But if you've got to move, you've got to move. It's just frustrating. I feel frustrated for you, El, that, you know, that something beyond your control has happened to force you into this position.
Whirling snow.
Okay, that didn't work out. Ah, we have to use a sprint skill. Okay. This was definitely not one I knew about. Use a sprint skill to move across the water. Okay, that makes more sense now. I did not know she had that sprint skill. So let stamina recharge a bit though. Does this recharge stamina? No. Oh, it does. There you go. So they not using these characters would never have known she had this skill. That's the thing. You pick up the little gold things that recharges your stamina as well. Quite a simple one, to be fair. But yeah, I just feel bad for you, Al, that this has all happened when it was all out of your control and someone else has caused this. So do you think you'd have more luck then in boys? Challenge complete, nice and easy. That's the thing, the smaller city, the less opportunities there are, isn't there? That's the thing. We've got one more of these to do, and then we can finish off the main story from the new update as well. One more to go. They're nice and easy though, they're nice, you know, quite chilled out, this event, which I'm liking. Although this is the last one, it's nearly done, and there's still 12 days to go on this event. The free trial challenges and the fortuitous trial are generated at random. Let's find out what random trials we get this time. Challenge 1, Shield Breaker. Use Kazuha's elemental skill and elemental burst to break the enemy's shields and directly defeat the enemies. Okay. I haven't used Kazuha, so this will be interesting. I'm probably going to use them really badly without the sea. Well, no, that works okay actually.
The wind knows me.
If I don't get frozen, it'll work okay. We slam down, we break shields. Okay. I had no clue about this one.
The wind knows me.
16 of these guys to do. I'm getting hurt though. That's a little bit
Adorn my night.
Although saying that. Challenge complete. His R2 skill there was fantastic. Super fast hat trick. Knock the slimes into vine goals per trigger and overload. Okay, so this one we did previously. This was the first challenge, I believe. But we're using two different characters this time. I don't think we did that last time. I think it was Klee. So we used two different skills to trigger overload to make these go in the goals. This will be probably the funniest and the easiest Prima Gems we've earned for a while, to be fair. Another one in there. Just waiting for the skills to reload, that's the only downside. Can I... Oh, we can actually use her move. I might not even bother changing character, I don't think. We can do it just by doing that. Yeah, don't need to change character if I can just do that with the Electro Slimes. In the gold it goes. Any more slimes? Come on, in you go. Perfection.
La la la.
Perfect hat trick there. Alright, let's pick a goal, any goal.
Boing, boing, boom.
Should really try and use Yampe as well, shouldn't I suppose. I've got a couple in there. Go on, big guy. In he goes. We only need 6 more within the time frame. The time frame is so lenient, to be fair. You can't really mess this one up, I don't think. Oh, it bounced at the wrong time. That's going to bounce at the wrong time too. Come on. I need the wheel to move. In it goes. There we go. Challenge complete. Last challenge of the whole event, we need to do Beidou's skill. We've got to hit the balls of points. We did this previously. This was the 4th trial, I believe, we did this one on. I panicked a little bit at the start when we missed a few balls, but as we got into it, wasn't too bad, pretty simple. The gold balls come towards where the blue balls are, so you don't need to worry about that. And I think staying roughly in this middle area seems to work well. I was trying to hit them into the actual bit that launches the balls, but I very quickly learned you didn't have to. I say very quickly, it took a while. We soon realised you actually don't. I thought I did. You just need to hit them. It's just letting go of the elemental skill at the right time. Nice and simple so far. We need 250 of these. It sounds a lot, but it's actually not that much. Missed those ones. Couldn't get the elemental skill back up and running again quick enough there. Did there though. Get the double. I think I've got the gold one there. Nice double. Okay. All balls have been doubled. She has quite a lot of reach when she swings that sword, I must admit. I was surprised at how much reach she actually has. But yeah, very easy event for very easy Prima Gems, which is never a bad thing. Especially for a gacha game, it's surprising they give away the Prima Gems so easily. You'd expect them to make it difficult to beat for free players, but in this, I've never been restricted by being a free player. And in fact, I've never really been pushed to spend money either. It's never been something that's in your face to say you've got to spend money, which is quite nice. I think we're just about done. Nearly there. Last one. Challenge complete. Maximise the event. Job done. So we'll collect the rewards and then we'll crack on with the main story, as I want to get that finished this evening if we can. So 6, 12, 18, 240 Prima Gems, nice and simple. Always nice when you get easy Prima Gems. Oh, if we want another 120 Prima Gems, we need to do the fortuitous trial, which is the last one, where it gives you random trials. We need to do that 2 more times for the maximum reward, so we've got to go back and do more. I wasn't expecting that. Good evening, Ray, how are you? You don't have to spend money. No, it's one of the only gacha games I'm aware of that you don't, though. And normally, you know, you're advised, you're pushed. There's something funny that wants making you think, oh, I should really spend money. But this one is so relaxed, it doesn't seem like that at all. And they give away a decent amount of Prima Gems regularly as well with the events and stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely not a bad style. You can give it faster, you have a bit more fun while doing it. Yeah, I haven't felt the need to. I wouldn't, honestly. But I've also never felt the need to either. Okay, we've got to do the fortuitous trial, which is going to randomise the trials 2 more times to get the maximum rewards. We need catalyst reactions for Thunderbolts. I'm probably using her completely wrong, I feel. Yeah, I didn't get a reaction there, did I?
Everyone hold hands.
Why did that not react? That did, though. That one did.
I see everything.
Okay. Although this will get a reaction. Thought that would have got a reaction, but for some reason it didn't.
Speed of light.
No reaction? I think her reaction is wearing off too quickly. Oh, we got a reaction that time. There we go. I fully expect I'm using her skills completely wrong.
Everyone hold hands.
There we go. We got a couple there though. Let's use Nahida's first, and then Kekin afterwards, and see if that helps.
Nowhere to hide.
Got a bit of a reaction, not the best one there though.
Cut to the chase.
Oh, there's more of a reaction there. There we go.
Speed of light.
There we go, challenge complete. I'm weak to sexy characters. Is that what you spend, is it? Because you're weak to sexy characters. We've done this one before as well. This is Xiao's plunging attack. We have done this one in one of the previous trials. Obviously, I'm going to go for the maximum Primogen rewards, so we've got to redo this a couple of times. But the nice that they keep changing the trials, at least it keeps a bit more varied. Miko is coming, so you better have your wallet ready. I think we only have to activate that once, to be fair, and I think that does it. What I didn't realise previously is obviously we need to break the tiles to make them come back with coins. I didn't know that last time. At least we do this time.
Worthless.
I wondered why it wasn't giving me coins quickly, but it was because we weren't breaking the tiles. I don't think their Xiao's as strong as mine. It seems to take a little while to break them tiles, to be fair. I don't think mine would take that long.
Worthless.
Where's my next tile?
Worthless.
They are little fun mini events, so I do like when they do little fun things like this, and you know, you have a bit of fun doing them. That way. And as I say, it's an easy way to get a decent amount of Primogems without doing too much. Get the last one over in the corner. There we go. And then we break these and more will appear.
Worthless.
Try and get it in the middle so I can break all four at once. There we go. That's what we like to see. Lots of coins. See if we can get as many as we can. We only need a few more to actually get this event done. So there we go, challenge complete. We've got one more challenge and then we got one more of these to do as well, and then we're done. Dennis, good evening, how are you? Actually going for child. Oh, okay. Horizon 1. I'm glad I could tie it for you. Many RNG gods. The immense weakness to hot fictional men and women. I have somehow avoided actually swiping the cards. I can imagine that being difficult. I don't have that issue, mainly because I don't have any money and I'm still waiting on the insurance. So I don't have that to tempt me. To be fair, I've never been one of these sort of spends in games, to be fair, anyway. I'll buy DLCs and stuff as part of the game itself, but I don't generally spend once I've started a game. I always wanted to, and something I thought about this year, we haven't done it, but I've been thinking about it, maybe for next time, was FIFA Ultimate Team without spending money. Because I know the amount of people that spend money in Ultimate Team is incredible. But I wonder how much you could actually, you know, how high you could go. And admittedly, I've not played FIFA in many, many years. How high could you get in FIFA without spending money in Ultimate Team? I was thinking about maybe doing it next year, possibly, just because I'm curious. I used to play FIFA and the only mode I've really played in FIFA was career mode. It's a long time ago now since I played. But it did make me wonder. I wonder if it is possible to do well in Ultimate Team without spending money. DLC for content. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking. I generally only spend on content. Most constellations don't change the character much. That's the thing. Anything that's random, if you have to pay real money, but the chances of getting what you want are random, I don't see the benefit, if that makes sense. But I also understand why people do it. Okay, we need just one more time, 3 random events, and then the event is finished. We've just done this one with Xiao, so this one's pretty simple. Collect the coins, destroy the platforms, nice and easy. But this is the last time we have to do this fortuitous trial. And then that's the extra 120 Prima Gems in the bank. We might be close to 10 wishes. We'll have to have a look. We might be very close.
Evil conquering.
Right, let's get Zhao and his pogo stick out. I still think he's a bit weaker than my Zhao. He doesn't smash them very quickly. My aim this evening is also to finish the new story, because I think we're right at the end of it, so I want to see if we can get it done this evening. I forgot completely about this event that's still ongoing, to be fair. When I thought, right, story time. I completely forgot about this event. Seems such a long time since we streamed Genshin. I know it was only last Thursday, I want to say. So long ago it seems.
Worthless.
It is tough trying to get a schedule that fits everything in. And give everything enough time, that's the thing. The one thing I do find challenging is making sure we get enough time for everything we're doing. And we are doing a lot, that's the problem. So like this evening, me and the boy had about an hour for recording after we finished school. But we need to do dinner and other stuff. And we tried to record one of the new series that's coming soon to the channel. And in the hour we spent, we didn't really achieve very much. Not enough for like an episode or anything, that's the problem. And he said to me afterwards, oh, we didn't really do anything. I said, well, we actually did. We got further forward, but it does feel like you didn't achieve much because we didn't finish what we needed to finish to do an episode. And spend all that time and not actually get what you want out of it. There we go, challenge done. Sometimes it's not about getting the character, about the RNGs. Yeah, no, good point. Yeah, I do. It's the thread of what you may get, isn't it? How much picks will you change on disc? It's not random, it's guaranteed I'll make summons. Yeah, I suppose there's that element of guaranteeing, but it's that you don't know what you're going to get. It's that adrenaline, isn't it? Story-wise, the new story, I think we're nearly done. I believe. With what came out, I think we're nearly done. Because we fought the god in the last stream. I'm guessing it's near the end of it. Which then means we've got all the other side quests and other story bits we haven't done yet to do. There's plenty of them as well, to be fair. No more coins? Oh, more coins. So yeah, I think we are quite close. Once I started, you're probably going to tell me, actually, no, you're miles away. But I thought we were quite close. Alright, absorption. I didn't know this skill even existed in the character, by the way, until we got this one. I missed a coin somewhere, because my coins aren't showing up. Double check the coins, guys. I've not missed a coin. Why are my coins not showing up? There's none left. Oh, there's one. I missed one. Just there in the middle. I'm not going to get to it in time either. We might as well hold off for a second. That's annoying. That's why no new one's showing up, because I missed one. Missed one again in the centre, but at least this time I know I've done it. But this is definitely a weird skill. I can't imagine using this in game in a battle, to be fair, this skill. This feels like a really weird one. Over the water, come on. I don't think I absorbed enough there. I think that's why it's hesitating over the water. There we go. Challenge R is done. Last challenge we've got to do, and that's it. Event done for us. You might have caught up with the story. I think we have. We're very close anyway. Sayu the Hedgehog. Gotta go, guys. Anyway, Horizon won't see you. Yeah, no worries, Dennis. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for saying hello. Much appreciated, and we'll chat soon, I'm sure. I'm ahead of you story-wise. Really? Wow.
Absorption test.
Right, all we're going to do is break their shields. And not get sucked in like that.
Absorption test.
We had a different character for this one last time, to be fair. This is a different one. I don't think who we had last time, but it wasn't Sucrose last time for this one. pretty sure we're a different character.
Swirl, Mark 2.
There we go, challenge done. Maximum rewards done. You don't focus on story and stuff. That's a first. I'm never ahead of Dennis though. It was Kazoo. I knew it was someone else last time. I did think that's a different character. Right, that is the event all done. So let's just grab our rewards. We'll double check how many premium gems we have. I don't think we've got enough. I think we're short by probably 100 or 200 maybe. Let's have a look, shall we? We've got 1001 with 2 wishes as well, and we need 1280, so we're 280 premium gems short. So we'll have to hold off 10 wishes at the minute. We've got 1 standard wish there. We have got some battle pass awards to pick up for doing the event. There we go. I'll level up a battle pass. Last month was the highest I've ever achieved on the battle pass, which was incredible. Trying to stream twice a week, Genshin minimum, is definitely working, I think, in that respect. You spend time learning new combat mechanics and exploring the new areas. The new tree has something to do with my time until Wanderer's Banner. Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't got to a point... I enjoy story. We haven't really got to a point where we can just explore yet. I'm hoping we'll get there at some point, but it means we've got to progress quite a bit more, because the amount of side quests I've got locked away, we look down here, the amount of side quests, and that's half of them haven't even been picked up. Yeah, there's still loads around the map that haven't actually been picked up. So at some point I want to try and get a lot of them done. What's this one? I don't think I remember. I haven't seen that one appear before. That's something we've got to do in Mondstadt. Right, we've got to inquire about our Hyphen's whereabouts in the Academia. We've spoken to the people in the Dendra area, and now we're looking for our Hyphen's whereabouts by the looks of things. I think I'm heading the right way. Am I? I feel like I'm not heading the right way, to be fair. I think we are. I think we've got to go round and up into the Academia itself. There we go. Got to speak to someone in here. There we go. Let's find out what's going on in here, shall we? I would love to lose the 50-50, but I'm afraid that I might not. Oh, really?
We haven't seen all Hatham anywhere.
Moan at the study and it seems like Jean loves you.
Let's ask that person over there.
I haven't put autoplay on. There you go.
Hey there. Have you seen all Hatham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to
I
find
need my
him
back
there.
to stop spasming. It started during this morning stream and it's carried on all day and it's doing
He
my
must
head
be
in now.
quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Jean or Mona both work for you.
Mr. Cavey
Oh,
was
okay.
just here asking about him. You wouldn't
Second favorite character, you
believe
don't have
how
it, that's not
terrible
good.
their relationship is.
Gotta
And now you
focus
two
on
are
Mona
here.
then.
Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No, not at all.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Not really, to be fair. I have made a conscious decision there. I was talking about it in this morning stream with Gotham Knights. Before we kind of got to the numbers of subscribers we've now got, I never advertised the channel. I tweeted the morning streams and that was about it. I did the odd bit on Facebook, nothing major. And then since we got over 900 subscribers, I started advertising the channel more. Now I've made a decision today. I spoke about it a little bit this morning. I'm no longer going to advertise the channel again because every time I advertise the channel, we lose subscribers. And although I've never focused on numbers until we've got to this point, because I never really wanted to focus on numbers, I just kind of feel like it's better if I just go back to what I was doing before we got to this point. Because that was working, and for some reason now it's not. But I just think that's the best way. I'm going to go back to ignoring the numbers, not worrying about it, and just seeing how it goes.
Should be around here somewhere, right?
Amber's your first. I don't think Amber's a bad character. I like Amber.
Oh, he's over there. But it looks like he might not have time for us.
He's really talking with someone else.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Academia.
Who's that?
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh? You sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside
This is
story.
the reason
Would I be
you
here
started and the main
asking you
reason
if
to
I
play. Oh,
knew?
wow.
You're the scribe, not
That's quite
me.
cool, though.
So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost
As
became
I've said to you
sage.
before, Ray, I really enjoyed using Amber originally. I liked her as a character.
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Well, that's definitely someone we've not met before. Kava.
What
Carver,
makes you say that?
One of the two.
Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Ugh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me?
They live
Stooping to
together.
a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Are they related by any chance? They seem to get along well. Roommate goals. Are they related? They sound like they're arguing like brothers, but I've got a feeling they're probably not. Let's see how this plays out. We're not in a rush anyway. Basically, let's watch and see if they start throwing fists.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master
Irene,
architect
good
work
evening.
on
How are
this
you?
time?
Good morning in your
Like
time.
I
Good
need to
evening for
tell
my
you.
time. How are you?
Keep
How
your
are you
nose
doing?
out of my business.
Too much about Carver, just some basic
No,
stuff we know.
I think we deserve to
Okay.
know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't
So until
understand.
this story come along, we haven't really
Which is
learned
truly
too much about
unfortunate.
it.
I can only pity the man who doesn't
You better
understand the
temple
first
on a
thing about
hyphen.
beauty and romance. Unlike
Yeah,
a
I can't
true...
see the other guy winning, to be fair.
Hold on, wait a second.
Good evening,
What do
Logan.
you
How are
mean
you?
by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
We were one of them.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my
There's no
Darshan was the
about
one
him.
trying to apply for
All we
funding
screwed
from
him
the
out of
Grand
his money.
Sage.
Now he has to live without hyphen.
Yours, though, on the other hand.
Although they don't quite
You know
get
what?
on.
I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
That's a little bit of a threat that I don't think he can follow through with. Because you haven't been coming to stream. School is Monday to Friday, lots of homework. Irene, there is absolutely no reason to be sorry. Life comes first at the end of the day. I'm glad you're well. That's the important thing. This doesn't feel like Genshin Impact. This feels like Dragon Prince. But yeah, there's no reason to say sorry, Irene. The focus is yourself and your life. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Right, the speak down hyphen.
Hey, Alhaitham.
Oh, it's you two.
Doesn't
What's the
seem very
matter?
pleased to see us, does he?
Running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
That'd be a no then.
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Haytham
Paimon
of the
the
Academia,
cutest.
then the letter should have
I don't
gone
mind
to my
Paimon.
office.
The voice bugs me, to be
I've
fair.
been busy these days, so I haven't had time to
At
check
school
for any
today,
new
so I'm
mail at
kidding.
my office.
No worries, Irene.
I
I
only now
just
have
appreciate
some
you
free
stopping
time
by
to
and saying
attend to
hello.
personal matters.
That's the main thing.
Have you always
Same
been
here.
so busy with your work?
Paimon's
Of
cute,
course
that's
not.
fair.
I'm only
There's
busy
nothing
these
wrong
days
with
because
Paimon as a
several
character,
sages have been
it's just the
dismissed
voice.
recently, and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently, they will spend the rest of their
Paimon's
lives
your best
there.
friend, is it? Are they right?
That is
Nice.
already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even
Next to
imprisoned the
her,
other 2
even I
rational
smart.
sages.
Well,
To
everyone's gonna have a
imagine
reason.
such things could take place in the
That's quite good,
academia. I don't know where to begin.
6 great sages sounds pretty powerful.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools
No worries,
have
Logan.
stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Valhalla and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Paimon has a point.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in
Terminator
charge of
1000.
personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
Why did you turn it down?
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right.
To be fair, if
So you've been
Alhaitham was your
sitting
leader,
trying to
he
find
wouldn't
others
know how
to
to
take the
inspire you, would he? We've had that before.
That's not my
Before
job
the last
either.
big mission.
I'm only responsible for handling important affairs
His
within the
attempts
academia
to try and
before the new
G
sages take
everyone up
office.
really didn't work. So if you're still a leader now, even if you're still a leader now, even if it's just temporary.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
You live together.
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say
He
he's
may
the
not be able to
representative
inspire
for
anyone, but we
Kasharawar's
still
scholars.
end up being victorious. There is that, yes. He's always going to win, isn't he? He didn't seem to believe a word you told him.
Which is exactly why he always has so many
But yeah,
problems.
even if he
Everything
wouldn't be
that's
able to
happened
inspire
recently
people,
must
but yet
be a
he'd still win
huge
every fight
change for the
going.
people of Sumeru.
Thanks for your hard work these days.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
All right.
They were
I'll
just
see you there.
roommates. It definitely felt like arguing about more than just being roommates, to be fair. Right, we're off to Port Ormos next. To see if the next person received a letter. I can't remember who they said was here. It could be... I'm struggling with names, to be fair. Is it Kadea? I think they said she was here. But we'll find out in a second. I don't know why the mission keeps popping up. We've got no plans to do it just yet. Yeah, I think it was Kadea was here, I believe. I could have got the name completely wrong. I'm about to find out. Yeah, I forgot to mention. What did you forget to mention?
This is Port Ormos.
Oh, Daya, not Kadea. I don't know why I say Kadea then. Daya.
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while.
Dunya's
How are
ad.
you doing?
Dunyazad! It's been so long
There's a
since we've
confirmed
seen
Nemo
you.
buffer. Really? Okay, interesting. We're good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in
3.3.
my
Oh,
entire
interesting.
life. I
Well,
don't know
that's
if
what
you've
I was
heard,
gonna say.
but Alizar has completely disappeared, and
The
all the
last
patients have
Genshin stream, which I
recovered.
think was last Thursday,
You kidding?
we actually got a copyright
Knowing them and the
notice
connections
on the
they've
music
got,
in game.
I'm sure they've
First
heard
I've ever
about
had
it.
one. There was no restrictions to it, so it doesn't affect anything, but it was just strange to get one. Didn't expect to see you here.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you
Dunya's
wish
Lad
to
wants her to
continue
stay
to
then,
be our
obviously.
bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh?
What would be a risky job?
We literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored
Yeah,
already?
it'd be interesting to see how it changes things.
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan
I
with
suppose
you,
a
I wouldn't
Nemo
have
does
come up
need a
with this
buff,
idea.
but it depends how much of a buff they're going
I
to get.
guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through.
But I like the fact they keep changing
Life is
these things
short,
up, so there's no
and I'm happy that I got
there's
to
no
be a
one
part of
team
that
beats every
operation.
team. They're
But the
changing
whole
enough
thing
each
also
update.
made me realize that
to
there
make
are
you wanna
still
try
many
new things.
problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
And they
We
must
just
missing a
came
thing
from
when we get
talking with
3.3.
Al-Haytham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the
I
Academia?
did really enjoy using the Traveller as a Nemo, to be fair. I think a Nemo was pretty good fun. Although we were stronger with Electro. I know we weren't. I think we were stronger with Geo, to be fair. But a Nemo was good fun to use. There are a lot of teams that beat everything. Oh, really? I didn't think there would be. We didn't hear anything about that.
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power.
I thought they changed
and
enough
Al-Haytham
up that
told
it
me
wouldn't
now
still
is a
be
good
one
time to
team
find a
beats
job
all.
in the Academia. But only if I wanted to.
I think my long-term plan for
Whoa.
Genshin, we need to
I
level
can't
every
see
character
you
up
being
to
anything
max. I
other
know
than
it's
a
impossible
mercenary.
and will take forever. But
Me
if we can
neither.
get on top of the story and get
But
ahead of
I think
it,
Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
it's possible.
Ugh,
I
forget
say
about
this,
it.
it probably isn't.
I wouldn't last 10 seconds in
There's
there.
lots of characters I've not
I'll
touched.
hate them probably just like the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Academia.
But
And I
you
kind of
know,
hate having loads of
if you
characters sit
take
there
him
do
up
nothing.
on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
Because it's not that hard. A
The
lot of
Matra
teams
have
meet
all the
the...
talent
that's
they
yeah, I
need as
suppose
long as
that's
they
true.
have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
She's gonna miss her, isn't
I'm
she?
glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again.
I guess being free is just a part of how Dire operates.
Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
I suppose that's a good point. Mercenaries need fighting, don't they?
Wait a second.
If everyone's
You make it
peaceful,
sound like you're
there's no
leaving
work.
now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Milu.
Oh,
Some random
did
birds
Milu
and
write
team
to
I
us?
put together in 2 minutes cleared
She
abyss.
heard
Oh
that you
really?
were
Oh
seen in
wow.
Port so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at.
Yeah, I don't think we're strong enough
My
to
lady
do
has
the
been
next bit of
very
the
energetic
Abyss just
lately,
yet, to be fair.
and keeps taking me on hikes.
Not optimal would be an
staying out even
understatement, though,
into the
really.
night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
It does sound like that, yeah.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come
Team
and check
kills
on
itself
that.
with self-doubt. Oh, wow.
Sorry to make you two come all the way
Yeah, that's
out
not
here.
ideal.
It must
But yeah,
be
you still
something
cleared a bit
important
of
for
it.
Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be
I bet
sure
you had
to
a blast
attend.
playing it. I bet it's nice to play something different as it makes things a little bit
Count
more
me
challenging
in too.
as well.
But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Sure.
Okay, I think that's
Thank you
them
so much
coming
for
as
letting
well.
us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh,
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru Village. You can try your luck there.
So Aru Village,
As
I'm
for
guessing, is where we're heading
Raman,
next.
Your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him.
Thanks, Dyer.
Don't mention it. You'd better get going.
all right, on to our next stop.
Okay, so they're coming to the feast. I think it is a case of just going around and making sure people are coming to the feast. I'm gonna grab. There's something here to grab. There we go. Right, Aru Village is our next stop. Back into the desert we go. I think I need to heal. Just gonna check. Yeah, we do need to heal. Zhao's nearly dead, so let's just heal while we're here. Didn't really need to press it. There we go. Everyone healed. Right, let's go and see if we can find Sino somewhere here. Should be here somewhere, hopefully. I think there's only 2 more people to do before the feast, I believe, but I could be wrong. Okay. I believe that is Sino. I know I'm saying the name wrong. I can't change how I'm saying it, annoyingly.
Visited Aru
I have
Village.
tried.
Ah, there's Sino.
It's been a while.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Thank you for taking us to him.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King
look who it is.
Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
It is Raman.
Raman! And, Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, your You're pretty famous in the academia.
I don't recognise the name,
Don't
to be fair.
worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
How are you doing lately?
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
You're not going to be a scholar anymore?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar.
I don't know if I've missed something, but I don't recognise
you
her.
could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Yeah, we heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to
Why
get
do they still
our hands on
call
them.
Kusanari Lesser Lord?
Apart from
Kind
this,
of derogatory, isn't
the
it?
academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilu. Nilu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast?
Oh, so you really didn't know?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Didn't even know about
Henry
it.
was right. He really didn't know.
Makes a change not to know something.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
Doesn't want to go there,
It's
does he?
rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
I think it's a
No,
social
not
aspect he
really.
doesn't like.
But I'll go.
You two are invited as well.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert.
Feast for Sino, Sino's not even there. No, exactly.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join
Guest
you.
of honor as well.
Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful, so much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing, and someday, I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down.
Be sure to give the message to Nilu.
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Imagine if something comes up. Okay. Wait for the feast to start in 2 days later. So we just need to fast forward time 2 days then, don't we? 1, 2. Hopefully I've not gone past the time needed. I don't think I have. What if he ditches the feast? Exactly. Feast is meant to be about him. Imagine if he doesn't decide, I'm not going. Sod you all. Have a feast about me. I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, we should have moved time enough.
Today's the big day.
Today's the big day.
Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Okay, Grand Bazaar it is. I think this must be the end of the story. Would be my guess. To have a celebration feast, it kind of makes sense for it to be the end of the story, doesn't it? Although there's plenty of other stories still to look at. Okay, that wasn't quite as far down as I wanted to go. I don't know how far down we need to go, to be fair. There's a door there. I don't know where that door leads to. Although the path wants us to go that way. Let's go that way. Ah, another route into the Academia. Okay. We want to be going that way somewhere. Just below us, but over that way. Okay, we're on the right level now. We've just got to find a way to get to where we're heading. I think it might round the other side. Yeah, I think it's through here. I think we're there. Yep, we're in the right place. Did you know I don't do commissions anymore. I don't even remember the last time I've done a commission, to be honest. Just because it's always, we come in and it's always focus on story or do something else. Yeah, I've not done a commission in months, to be fair. Right, so we're the last ones to arrive, last Sino.
Here. Looks like we're the last
Did we
ones
see
to
Sino?
arrive.
I'm here.
Oh no, he's there. There he is.
Ah, there you are.
Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
We went
You
around
look like you
catching
came here
everyone.
immediately after finishing up some
Makes
work.
your skin come white.
I'm very happy to see you here.
It's just lack of time.
We're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
I bet you do.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow. Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
Feast and celebration of General Maha March in the Grand Bazaar goes as planned. Drinks are flowing, the food is delicious, and the venue is beautifully arranged. Everybody eats and drinks before enjoying the performance of Pedro and Nailu and everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Had to really quickly keep ahead of it. Time passes gradually in the wonderful atmosphere, and the beautiful evening feels almost...
It's so
I missed the last bit.
delicious. Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing.
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru, and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
Really, this is the time you think we've done something impressive?
We owe
Not
it to our
anything else we've done
abilities.
so far.
And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully.
I think I often believes a lot
judging
of
from the
luck
results,
is involved.
Everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
That's one more talent under our belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Still think they need to change the name. Lesser
Even
Lord
after
shouldn't be the
being
name anymore.
abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Return to the Academia, abandoned and neglected.
Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her
Luck
because
this,
of
luck
it.
that.
This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Don't mind me. My mind was elsewhere.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
Seems that after everyone forgot Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, their understanding... Now everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been in Sumeru's Archon all along. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Teyvat who remembers the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata ever existed. I'm going to slow this down. As the witness of all that happens, I shall respect her choice and keep the secret for her.
If you bite the hand that
There we
feeds
go.
you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich,
I
right,
just figured you
Sino?
can turn off autoplay on that once and slow it down.
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
So everyone's forgotten
I
about
respect
rid
our
of the
deity's
bastard.
decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
He's got a point, that's how it sounds.
Seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
It's not very much of a reason, is
got
it?
Quite the personality.
Just Miri Sino saying punishment a bit too much.
All right then.
No, he
How
said it a
about
few
you?
times now, to
You've
be
already
fair.
resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
It's like he just wants people to get
Will
punished
you be
severely.
happy with that life?
All the time.
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep it in mind, but I'm not going to do it, basically, is what he's saying. Talk to everyone at the feast. We've got to talk to 4 people at the feast.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
Huh? I thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel
Thanks for the like,
happiness
that's
from
much
the bottom of
appreciated.
their hearts, unlike the farces at the Academia. That
Sino
happiness
punishment,
is an
Ula
emotion that'll be
vengeance, and our
forever
Hyphen
alien
luck.
to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
He's taking his roommate's key. Alright, number 1 done. Number 2.
My lady,
Wrong button.
the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
My pleasure, I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Okay, that's number 2 done. Let's be, yeah, Sino next. I keep pressing 1 button.
The atmosphere here is
My
good.
hands aren't working properly.
And everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering.
Yeah. I don't often come to such places, but it feels quite good.
That's what I'm. Once my back
handle
starts
these days.
spasming, my hands don't work correctly.
Otherwise,
Which is really
I
annoying.
could show you around.
It's alright, don't worry about us.
There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast is pretty good. I like it.
Okay, 1 more person to speak to, and it's Nilu herself, who organised this whole thing.
Ah, there you are, traveler. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it.
It's great, thanks for inviting me.
That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a
To
fairy
be fair,
tale.
I'm missing a couple of people,
Make
but
sure
yeah,
you live
near
it up
enough everyone.
tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
We have a message to tell you. Tell Sataria's message to Nilo.
I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel
You're going to head to bed.
right
Don't worry,
now.
Simmer. Thank you for popping by, though. Thank you
you.
for chatting as well. Much appreciated. And have a good evening. Thank you, Simmer. I will try and spend my resin, yes.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
And the commissions. Once the story's done, we'll go and do commissions and have a look at resin as well. I'm suddenly a little sleepy.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here.
Bye, Simmer. Thank you.
We'll go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy.
Really?
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
That's true. Not for tomorrow, for Thursday. That's a good point. We need to make some condensed, don't we? Thursday morning stream we'll do bosses and stuff as well. So yeah, we need to make some condensed. Looks like someone is there. I've slowed it down because I can actually see it. I think it's changed.
It's me.
It's Nahida. Nahida, it looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Is there anything you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
What is the one more thing? What is it?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Oh, okay. Nice and easy. Ah, so that's what this is about, Nahida. It'd be better if you could do that yourself.
Oh, is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
It's not really about convenience, is it? Some things in this world must be done by yourself.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they?
Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated.
What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want.
It'll be fine. Please don't worry too much.
Let me think about it. Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
That's good. Wait, huh?
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being.
Oh, wow.
Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
It borrowed our body. Then at least promise me you won't say anything weird when you're in my body. Good evening, Trophy Fanatic. How are you? Gonna be up early tomorrow morning to drop in and say hi and leave a like. Thank you very much, Trophy Fanatic. Very much appreciated.
Everyone.
Have a good evening yourself as well. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Trophy Fanatic.
To bring you the food.
It's me.
Huh?
Nahida is in the Traveler's body.
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
That's gonna be weird having someone else take over your body. They'll still be conscious enough to know it's happening.
Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Nahida shows up for a surprise visit and brings the feast to its climax. Sincere joy flows in the hearts of everyone present. A warm atmosphere of talking and laughter carries on late into the night. And the feast ends on a perfect note. I've got a feeling that's it. The next day.
Are you awake? Did you rest
Maybe not.
well?
I think I slept alright.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the Academia
Maybe it's not
right
finished
about
yet.
now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
I thought we would have been all done, but obviously not. We've got to go and speak to Nahida. Is there a closer way? Yeah, there is. Let's go there. So we're not quite done with the story. I thought we were just about there, to be fair. There's still probably some talking to go. I do really enjoy the story and the talking. Sometimes though, you can get a bit weird with it because it just goes on and on and on. But I do enjoy listening to it. Yeah. Nahida, let's see what she has to say.
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water.
So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know?
So we've got a few questions to ask. I think we'll have to work our way down them.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently.
I think that's a wise
But
decision.
this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them.
Definitely has a
I
point.
don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them.
Basically reintroducing free will
As
and
for
learning,
the
aren't they,
future of
really?
Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the Academia. The former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally. I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
Seems confident in rebuilding things. So that's the top one done. About what happened after I fell asleep that day?
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Did you take the Gnosis?
Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it was just a bluff, he still fell for it.
So Nahida used a bluff
I assumed that the
on
Heavenly
the doctor.
Principles wouldn't just stand
That's
by
incredible.
and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the god of wisdom.
Okay, that's 2 done. About the Balladeer.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate.
That's weird. The last sentence she said is completely different than what's got on screen. She said his future will depend on fate, whereas it says here, his future will depend on his luck. Okay, last thing to ask about Fontaine, the next stop on my journey.
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere.
So we know exactly what's coming
As
next. There's
Archon,
going to be
she
a
still reserves the right to
water
influence the final
Archon,
verdict. Anyway, let's just say
which
she's
means
got,
when that update drops for that new area,
a
the Traveller
very
will
unique
become
personality.
Hydro. Which I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. Hydro's one of those weird ones. I've not really had many opportunities to use it. Barbara was a main Hydro character for a little while in terms of a healer. But other than that, it's going to be interesting to see how the Traveller reacts being Hydro. We've got nothing else to say though. That's it. We've asked all the questions.
Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet?
I don't know, is there?
mean about your sister?
Ah, Nahida knows
While
something.
you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Sorry, I could stop you on it. There shouldn't be any information on her in Irminsul.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Tevat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
Oh, wow.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
How is that possible? Okay, I'll say what he's saying now. How is that possible? We journeyed the Sea of Stars all our lives until we came here. How could she possibly hail from Tevat? Things don't add up. Is there something wrong with my memories, or is it this world that has done something to her?
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Tevat?
Do you have any further intel?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Tevat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate.
That's a good word, obfuscating.
If they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
Could it be related to the Abyss?
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Descenders?
What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th Descender.
Oh wow, so we're the 4th Descender. So there's been 3 others before us.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence.
Oh wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information.
And yet, even
Sorry about the
knowing
yawning,
all this,
the drowsiness from the tablets
I'm
has
sure
kicked
you
in
must
quite
still
early.
have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them.
Same here, I'll need some time to reflect on what you've said.
And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough.
I like the fact they've added a little bit of story on the sister. And raised more questions about the traveler and where they actually come from.
And maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
There we are. Akasha pulses the Kalpa Flame Rises quest complete. And an achievement to go with it. Silver Twig. Not sure what that does. I'll have to have a look at the Silver Twig and find out what it is. We'll grab our achievement as well. So main quest wise, the main story quest, I think is now done. Let's grab that achievement quickly. There we go. I'm pretty sure that is the main story done. So the only thing we've really got, the next story quest we need is the Spindrift Shall Never Return to Sea. And we need to talk to local and observe Ulu's demonstration. It's to teach us the customs of the Lawrence clan, which will fill the task given to Master Jean. That's the next main story thing we've got to focus on. Now, I did say I need to really do this. Let's quickly go and deal with these. So these are the commissions. I generally don't have time to do them in stream, and every time I say I'm going to do them outside of stream, I never have time to do it either. But we've got a bit of time. The drowsiness is kicking in from the tablets a little bit earlier tonight. But if we're doing something active and not listening to loads of story, I think I should be okay to stay awake, to be fair. Oh wow, okay. I thought we was close to that. It's because we was in a building. It didn't actually show up where it was. So let's head to this first one. We'll head to the flower shop. Whilst we're here, we need to make condensed resin. We can actually do that just down here as well. This is ready for when we stream on Thursday morning and do the other things we need to do. Condensed resin, there we go. So we'll do the condensed resin. That's ready for Thursday. Thursday morning stream is what that's for. It will also give us our resin for the day. Okay, the speak to Flower. We're going to try and get the 4 commissions done before we finish. We've still got 20 minutes, but I don't know how long I'm going to survive. We shall see. Let's speak to Flora. These flowers aren't looking so good either. What a shame. Something the matter? Well, lots of people tend to buy single flowers to give as gifts, so I usually cut some flowers specifically for that purpose. But the flowers I trim don't stay fresh for long. If they don't sell out, they'll wilt. I've tried many methods in the past, but the flowers degrade by the end of the day all the same. I wonder if there's any way to preserve these flowers for longer. Preservation, you say? I've heard Sarah from Good Hunter say they'll put unused ingredients in a cool place and preserve them using blocks of ice. I've tried these methods too, but flowers stored using ice blocks always end up looking weird. Well, of course. They won't have withered, but I wouldn't call them fresh either, and either way they wouldn't be presentable anymore. But asked a lot of people, Mr. Saeed, you know who he is, right? He's that researcher. One day when he came to buy flowers, he told me that he once read up putting flowers in cold storage in a book. Specifically involves using a container to store the flowers, or placing that container in blocks of ice. He also mentioned that if I wanted to do some experiments, the most suitable place would be a low temperature environment on Dragonspine. I've heard that Dragonspine is a very dangerous place, and I couldn't find any adventurers willing to help me on such short notice. Traveller, could you help me bury these 3 flower containers in the Dragonspine? I think we can do that. Thanks for your help. Let me think. I've heard the Dragonspine is huge and has a lot of different regions, which could lead to very different results. Perhaps a comparison might be in order. Please help me place these flowers beside the statue of the 7, beside the water, and at a cavern entrance. Right, that's what we need to do. So we'll head to Dragonspine. We need to place 1 just here by the statue of the 7. I can't believe this is the first time I've done the commissions in a very long time. Okay, where are we placing this before we get too cold? Place it. Heads. So we're in the quest area. How do we place the package? Let's have a look if it's in. I want to see what the tree does as well, don't we? A new branch comes from the centre of the world. Okay, it's just. I think it's just a reward for doing it by the looks of it. Right, this is what we're looking for. Trim my floor itself, 1 can smell. Okay, so there's something here we've got to do to put the flowers in. It is in this location. I think we've got to go down. Would be my guess. Okay, we're looking for somewhere in the snow. Ah, there we go. Bury the first one. Now let's head up. Let's head to near a body of water. Okay. There's a body of water there, and we have a fire shovel point nearby. That's a bonus. So we don't have to fight anyone here. We could fight, but there's no real need to. I do prefer not having to fight when we don't need to, although be careful of them enemies there, I think. Next one done. I hope she's not expecting us to come back and pick them all up. There's something in that.
Get out of here!
There we go. That's the survey beacons. That's a completely different quest, to be fair, but that's 2 of them done. Any more survey beacons here? I don't even remember the quest. It's probably it's only a quest log, I'm sure. Right. Where's the next one? We do need to get warm as well. Okay, there's the next one. It is directly below us, I think. Oh, we've got to defeat opponents now. Where the enemy appeared from. So we've warmed up. We've got to defeat these enemies before we can place the floral tribute of the snow. I should have guessed it wouldn't be as simple as just getting here and doing it. Never as simple as just getting there and doing it, is it?
Scatter!
Big guys down. Okay, there we go. That's where we're going to bury it. And that should be that commission done. We've got to report back to Flora as well. So we can now fast travel back to Flora in Mondstadt and tell her we have placed all of her packages. And that's one commission done. It is so weird doing commissions after not doing them for so long, I must admit. As I say, Thursday morning's Genshin Impact stream will be doing the bosses, getting upgrade materials, and then we'll carry on with some story as well. We've got lots of side quests and stuff to do, so there's always plenty to keep us going, even if we've done the main story and got to the end of the main story. There's always more than one main story, that's the problem. Okay, next one to do, Crisis of Shields. Where is it? Over there. Okay, that's the next one we're going to take on. I don't think we need to heal, do we, before we do it? So this is the next commission. 5 opponents to defeat. Obviously the enemy are stronger now because we upgraded our world level a few streams ago. But I think we still should be okay.
Propagate to ashes.
We'll break the shield ideally.
Back at ya.
There we go. Let's get a bit of Bennett in there as well. Get his reactions in. Do like a little bit of Bennett just to get some nice reactions. Nice reactions there as well, to be fair. Maybe a bit of a waste Traveller's move there, to be fair. Right, get rid of the small one, then we'll go for the big guy in a second. So although the enemy are a little bit stronger, since we've upgraded our world level, it's still not too bad, to be fair. You can definitely see the difference when you're attacking, but it's not too bad.
Scatter.
Need that shield down ideally.
Useless. Boring. Propagate. Get out of here.
Right, shield's down.
We go.
Where's he gone? Definitely taking a lot more hits to get him down than it normally would, I must admit. What's that one? Nearly down. There we go, big guy goes down as well. That is the commission done. We did pick up all the rewards, I think. Yeah, I think that's all the rewards picked up. So, 2 commissions to go. Spreading Evil is next. Where are we heading for this one? Just down here. Five opponents to defeat once again. There's a random event just started nearby as well, to be fair. So that might be something to look at, the random event, in a minute.
Disappear.
Use Zhao. We've got Zhao, we might as well use him to speed up us getting this done.
Worthless. Here.
I don't think the slime's meant to be joining this fight, to be fair, but I think it's about to.
Adventure time.
I need to heal. I know it's not going to have any effect.
Dreamwork.
I need to heal. Hang on. How are you doing? I need to heal Zhao. There we go. We could have waited, to be fair, but I thought while we're here.
Take this.
We definitely haven't got a team that's good against Pyro. Pyro, we need, I think it's Geo for to beat, and it's probably one that we do struggle against a little bit more than others.
Useless.
That move. How is there one of these still left that hasn't noticed that we've taken all his friends out? Oh well. But yeah, we do struggle against Pyro. Just because we're lacking that Geo character to be in the team, but it doesn't quite fit the team at the minute. So although we struggle a little bit against Pyro, there's not much we can do to really change that.
Get out of here!
Don't want to get shield back, because then if he gets the shield back, we're in for more of an issue. If that happens. Gotta keep hitting him. I don't want that shield back, especially not this close to being out. I think we've done it. Commission done. There we go. Commission complete. We've got one more commission to do. Where did the random event come from? I think it's straight ahead. I think this is a random event that just came forward. That's what I think.
I'm going in. To ashes.
Nice reactions now with Beidou. Very nice reactions. Lots of super and up. I didn't want it to fall off, to be fair, that's annoying. Have to go after it, aren't we? Where is it? I don't know where it is. I'm too low down to get that. I don't know where the slime's disappeared. Annoyingly, what's the pain we've got to redo the whole bit? No, just the big guy. Okay. Just got the big white guy to deal with. The rest have already gone.
Off we go.
Yes. I'm trying not to knock it off again this time.
Get out of here.
Obviously that's what caused the issue a minute ago, was we knocked it off.
Scatter.
Shield's back, but it shouldn't take too long to get shield out again, to be fair.
Get out of here.
A nice Bennett reaction there. We are taking a bit of time to take this out, to be fair. I thought we'd get it out a lot quicker than we have done.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
So it's on fire now, that will take damage.
Propagate. Useless.
There we go. That was the random event that just occurred. So that is done. We've got one more commission to do, to be fair. I actually select the right thing. I was on the right thing there, I clicked off it. There we go. So one more to do. And that's for the first time in a very long time, our commission is done. We do need a heal. So we'll quickly heal over here. We are rapidly running out of time for tonight's stream as well. So we'll do commissions, and that might be us out of time, to be fair, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that will be us out of time. I just had a thought, whilst we're here, any flowers to pick up. We know we need the red flowers. I keep meaning to come into the game when we're not streaming it to try and get some of these flowers and keep a healthy stock going, because we know we're going to need them. Okay, let's head to the commission anyway. We'll head there first. It's just really nice to actually collect their commission rewards, to be fair. Right, 2 towers to destroy. Fairly simple, straightforward. Nice Bennett in there. Generally, it's a bit of fire going. And obviously Beidou as well. We don't actually have to fight anything, we just need to destroy towers. The actual enemy are inconsequential, really. All about these instead. If you set them on fire, that does help. We go one down. Head to the second one. as I say, we don't actually need to worry about taking the enemy out. It's just about taking these down to do the actual commission. What's spinning though? Oh, leave me alone. There we go, Sour done. That is the commission done. Whilst we're here though, we should really deal with the enemy, because we will gain some rewards for doing so. But it's probably wise if we deal with the enemy while here.
Get out of here! Power that isn't my son! Get out of here!
Some nice reactions though.
Propagate!
He needs a few more, another hit or so and he's out. The big guy. But yeah, they can drop rewards, so it is worth having a look at them. There you go. Always worth the upgrade materials, to be fair. So we'll do these and then we'll go and collect our commissions. Where is he?
Get out of here!
Quite out, is he? Come on, Mr. Hilly Chell. Mr. Hilly Chell is down. There is still one up here though to deal with. Well, I'm not too worried. We'll leave him. There's no reason to go after him, to be fair. Right, we're going to go off and heal, and then we're going to go and hand in our commissions, because they're all done now. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. And then I think we are out of time. Mainly because I'm going to struggle to keep my eyes open at this rate. It's just the... We've had this happen a few times now. The tablets and maximum painkillers I have to take in the evenings. It's called amitriptyline, and it makes you incredibly drowsy. And generally, I don't start getting drowsy until about 11:30, 12 o'clock. But there are days when it hits a lot earlier than that. We've had it before. We've had to actually stop a stream quite early because of it. But today, it's not as early as that, but it's still earlier than I was expecting to. And I feel like I'm slurring my words once it really hits. Whether I am or not, I don't know, but that's what it feels like to me. So we're handing commissions, then we're going to have to call it a night, I'm afraid, because I'm not going to manage much more. I don't think it helps with the back spasming, to be fair. Right, daily commission rewards. First time in a while, but some nice Prima Gems and some Adventure XP. We will quickly, while we're here. I haven't collected these in ages either. One of those things I just forget to do all the time. In a zoom, we've got one in there as well. We've got a bonus there as well, to be fair. Leeway. There you go. And Mondstadt. I don't even look at what they're collecting, to be fair. We have got some more Battle Pass points to pick up because we completed our daily commissions and we mined 10 items. I don't know when we mined 10 items, but according to that we did. Weekly mission, we've got a few of these to do, to be fair. Don't think we'll spend the 500,000 more. The main challenges, possibly. I always forget to do this. Cook 20 dishes. That's a pretty quick one to do, to be fair. Leyline deposit. Forge 20 items. We don't really forge anything, to be honest. Realm currency. Yeah, there's lots of things we could do. Serenity pot probably would help, but I need to do some of that off stream, to be fair. But unfortunately, we're out of time today. Where are we with Prima Gems? We are 1,071. No, we're not. We're on standard wishes there. Let's try that again. 1,071 Prima Gems, and we need 1,280. So we're about 210 Prima Gems away. 10 wishes. So Thursday morning stream, fingers crossed, we may get very close. We may be able to do 10 wishes Thursday morning. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've already used up the Stardust for the Stardust exchange. There's no quaint fates left in the shop. But unfortunately, we're out of time. That is us done for this evening, I'm afraid. I hope you enjoyed this live stream of Genshin Impact. We've finished the main story. There's still other stories to do, but the main story is done. The first time we've ever managed to catch up, be at this point. So hopefully we can clear a lot of the side quests, some of the other smaller main stories as well, and hopefully learn a bit more. And even do some exploring. We haven't really explored properly for a while because we've always been focused on events or story. So it'd be nice to do some exploration as well. I haven't done any trophy hunting either. That's maybe something to look at in the future. Genshin Impact. It is possible to trophy hunt. We'll just go have a look at it properly. So we are next live. If I can remember my schedule. Actually, look at it would be nice. We are not live at all tomorrow. Wednesday we have no streams, but there is a Watch Dogs episode, Watch Dogs 2. And then on Thursday we're live in the morning with Genshin Impact for 3.5 hours. Dirt, Look Back and Review is in the afternoon, and then live again in the evening with Gotham Knights. And then Friday's Gotham Knights as well, and then Saturday evening is Witcher. So we've got a few more live streams this week still to go, plus daily content on the channel. And don't miss Ghost of Tsushima. I'll look back at it after we finish the Platinum. That will be on Sunday evening as well. But that is it for today. Thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you for those who joined us this morning for Gotham Knights and New Game Plus. And a massive thank you to you guys who have joined us this evening as well. Thank you as always for the likes, the views, the comments and the conversation. Enjoy the rest of your morning, evening or afternoon wherever you are. And we'll see you in a live stream very, very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.